The Daisy Award by Sarah Cicero, Shaylin Hackney, and Caitlin Rice. The following presentation will evaluate the history, how the award has evolved, and how it has impacted the nursing profession over the past 20 years. History of the Daisy, Foundation for the Elimination of Disease Attacking the Immune System. In 1999, a young man named J. Patrick Barnes passed away at the young age of 33 from idiopathic thrombocytopenia purpura, now referred to as immune thrombocytopenia purpura or ITP, as it is now believed to be immune-mediated. It is now known that the body builds autoantibodies that mark the blood's platelets as foreign and destroys them, causing markedly reduced platelet counts, leading to many complications such as uncontrolled bleeding. The picture in this slide shows the purpura often seen in patients with extremely low platelet counts. After J. Patrick Barnes passed away, his family started a foundation aimed at researching the elimination of diseases attacking the immune system. Initially, the foundation was supposed to be a nonprofit focusing on medical research for the disease, but due to lack of resources, it evolved. Due to the lack of resources needed to fund such a project, the family decided to change the purpose of the foundation. The family noted that during his 8-week stay at the hospital, the nurses provided excellent care. They decided to focus the foundation on recognizing outstanding nurses. Bonnie and Mark Barnes are quoted as saying, "As we brainstormed what to do in Pat's memory, the one really positive thing we could hold on to from the experience of his 8-week hospitalization was the skillful and amazingly compassionate care he received from his nurses, even when he was totally sedated. When Pat died, we felt compelled to express our profound gratitude to nurses for the work they do for patients and their families every day. This is the primary mission of the Daisy Foundation." Daisy Mission Statement and Foundation. J. Patrick Barnes' family stated their goal was to provide a recognition program to support healthcare organizations' nurse retention and recruitment efforts. The family developed their mission statement even more. The Daisy Award was created to honor extraordinary nurses who exhibited superhuman work in the direct care of patients and families every day. Although the main priority of this foundation was the Nurses Excellence Award, they created 2 additional programs. The first was the Recognition Award for Nursing Instructors. This awarded instructors who go above and beyond to teach student nurses. The other was a small grant program for projects related to patients who have cancer or autoimmune diseases. What is the Daisy Award today? Today, nurses are nominated by patients, families, and/or peers for a Daisy. Though it varies from facility to facility, typically a nurse receives a thank you note from whoever nominated them and a Daisy pin, which can also vary in what it looks like. One nurse can also be nominated for the Ultimate Honoree Award, in which they go to an awards ceremony where their nurse peers and nurse leaders are present. Besides being a formal award, they receive the Ultimate Hospital Recognition, a Daisy banner, flowers, and associated items from sponsors. How big is the Daisy Award? By 2011, the foundation had 1,000 nursing organizations devoted to the Daisy Award. This foundation began growing dramatically. In less than a year, by October of 2012, an additional 333 facilities inside and outside of the United States joined. Fast forward only 7 years, the Daisy Foundation celebrated their 20-year anniversary. Per their website, the Daisy Foundation has over 4,000 hospitals and nursing schools in 26 different countries who celebrate the incredible work nurses do each and every day. In only 7 years, they have expanded by over 2,667 facilities. The fact that this is not only within the United States and it is in other countries is amazing. This shows how powerful this award truly is. Awards. Since 1999, this award has been given to greater than 75,000 nurses, and there have been over 800,000 nominations for nurses who go above and beyond day in and day out. One example of these awards is Tammy Fenn from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Tammy was a critical care nurse who cared for a patient who had a heart attack. Following this initial event, her mitral valve and papillary muscles ruptured. This patient passed away. Tammy was recognized for the compassion she gave not only to her patient, but also her family. The family was quoted as saying, "Tammy sat with us, wiped our tears, and encouraged us to talk to my mom and tell her stories of happier times. In that moment, Tammy felt like family, as if she had always been a part of our lives. She displayed all of the qualities of compassion. I couldn't have picked someone better to care for my mom in her final hours. We will remember Tammy with gratitude and love in our hearts." Tammy went above and beyond to ensure this family had everything they needed and then some. In December of 2018, a 4-year-old patient was admitted to the pediatric intensive care unit for the flu. The nurse taking care of her felt something was wrong and that it could not just be the flu. The patient was way too sick. The patient coded numerous times and unfortunately did not make it. The autopsy results confirmed strep pneumonia, and she ended up getting abdominal compartment syndrome, causing her to become severely unstable and code. After this horrific event, this father nominated his daughter's nurse, Jessica, for the Daisy Award. He stated in his nomination, "Hello, my name is Chris H. On December 8th at New Haven Children's Hospital in New Haven, Connecticut, my 4-year-old daughter, AJH, died in the PICU. As you can imagine, it was devastating on many levels. The entire doctor and nursing staff was incredible. Even though my daughter died tragically, I can't blame any of the doctors or nurses. They tried so hard to save her. One nurse in particular, Jessica Smith, was particularly incredible in her heroic efforts to attempt to save my daughter and keep her as comfortable as possible. I'll never forget what she did. I would like nothing more than to nominate her for the Daisy Award." What image does the Daisy Award portray? Positives. Shows caring and competent nurses that went above and beyond. The award is well respected within the nursing community. Increases a nurse's self-esteem. It feels good to be recognized. Meaningful recognition increases nurse engagement, improves patient and family experience, motivates nurses, and allows patients, families, and other members of the healthcare team to formally recognize nurses. Nearly any nurse you ask that knows about the Daisy Award and has something positive to say about it. When nurses think of the Daisy Award, they do not think of it as a juvenile portrayal of nurses nor an embarrassment. In fact, most nurses would argue that it is an honor to receive this award, and they display their Daisy pins on their badge with pride. Buresh and Gordon, 2013, argue that you would never give a surgeon a Daisy Award. However, surgeons and other doctors are recognized in different ways, and the Daisy Award is something solely meant for nurses. While the image of a flower may seem juvenile to some, to nurses it represents hard work and gratitude, and the acronym for Daisy is not juvenile, feminine, or childish at all. Negative impacts on the image of nursing. In the book From Silence to Voice, Buresh and Gordon, 2013, discuss how the public image of nursing is wildly misconstrued and partially nursing's fault. The authors argue that the Daisy Award specifically degrades the professional view of nursing and reduces it to a juvenile and overly feminine phenomena. They argue that the award fails to address important concerns such as patient outcomes, safety, suffering, and costs. While it may not address these issues, the authors fail to recognize the true intention of the award, and that is to not address the negative, but to recognize an outstanding nurse. There are many examples of Daisy Awards that address the compassionate side of a nurse while highlighting the clinical aspects he or she performed as well, in which the authors fail to mention. Buresh and Gordon also discuss how deeply embedded corporate sponsors are in the award, which we will touch on in upcoming slides. While we as nurses could stop using the butterflies and flowers and extra fluff seen in the pictures above, the overall intention and meaning of the Nursing Award remains a positive one in the nursing profession. The Daisy Impact. The Daisy Award impacts healthcare organizations in 3 ways. The award contributes to a healthy work environment, nurse engagement, and patient and family experience. Meaningful recognition has been shown to promote compassionate care and contribute to nurse retention and job satisfaction. Evidence confirms that hospitals that are successful in attracting and retaining nurses emphasize a personal growth and development, providing multiple rewards for expertise and opportunities for clinical advancement. Meaningful recognition communicates gratitude for the work nurses do and reinforces patient and family-centered care. Meaningful recognition supports a healthy work environment by focusing on what is going right in a place of work instead of the wrong. The AACN 2016 used the results of 3 successive surveys to confirm meaningful recognition as an important factor in a healthy work environment. Nurses express that the most meaningful recognition comes from patients, families, and other nurses. Daisy Award sponsors. The Daisy Award was originally created as a way to honor the superhuman work that nurses do in direct care of patients and families every day. While this message still holds true, the foundation has evolved to promote nurse recruitment and retention in hospital organizations. The foundation is supported financially by partnerships with corporations and organizations that sell products or services to the healthcare industry and nurses. Common items that are present during the award ceremony include Kleenex tissues and Cinnabon. Cinnabon is one of the most widely recognized sponsors of the Daisy Award. Cinnabon was a major part of Patrick Barnes' story. He had not been eating anything in the hospital due to a poor appetite. He had a bite of a Cinnabon and then went on to eat the whole thing. Patrick asked for another Cinnabon and more to share with his nurses. Cinnabon has been a major sponsor of the Daisy Award, and its logo is displayed on the Daisy Award banners that hang in healthcare organizations. There are some nurses and healthcare organizations that question this sponsorship due to the health concerns of consuming Cinnabon. There is a risk of this sponsorship being damaging to the image of nurses who should have a leadership role in health promotion and disease prevention. Carla Walper, a dietitian and professor in the Eating Disorders Research Unit of Columbia University College, saw that the sponsorship was a way for the food industry to use charitable giving as a way to expand its marketing to the 3 million nurses in the United States. It has been found that a single classic Cinnabon has 880 calories, more saturated fat than a bacon cheeseburger, and 830 milligrams of sodium. While there has been criticism of some of the foundation's sponsors and partnerships, there are multiple positive partnerships that promote advanced education of nurses and advanced technology that contributes to safe and quality patient care. Cherokee Medical Uniforms, Chamberlain University, and Hillrom are just a few of these partnerships. Cherokee Medical Uniforms provides 10 nursing conference scholarships to Daisy honorees to help fund attendance at a nursing conference and support nursing professions in their career advancement. Chamberlain University offers a scholarship to every Daisy honoree to help advance their nursing degree. Hillrom has made a generous donation to make it possible for the Daisy Foundation to offer the IHI Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nurses. Psychological Associates is also a partner of the Daisy Foundation and is a firm consisting of behavioral scientists who apply behavioral science principles to the workplace to improve staff performance. The healthcare team at Psychological Associates performed a literature review on meaningful recognition and a study on the impact of the Daisy Award that was all donated to the Daisy Foundation. This study assisted the foundation in understanding the impact that the Daisy Award has had on nurses' workplace and the commitment of nurses to their organization. The following is an interview with Bonnie Barnes, co-founder and chief executive officer of the Daisy Foundation. Question: The Daisy Foundation recently celebrated its 20-year birthday. What do you feel is your biggest accomplishment within the foundation? Answer: The fact that Daisy has given voice to patients, families, and coworkers who also want to say thank you to nurses through Daisy, with more than 1.6 million stories of extraordinary compassion and care submitted as nominations. It's hard to choose one accomplishment as there are many. Question: Take it back to 1999. When you first started the Daisy Award, what did you envision? Did you ever think it would become this big and as influential as it has in nursing today? Answer: Never in our wildest dreams did we envision Daisy as it has become, and it has become this way thanks to the guidance and love of so many nurses and nurse leaders who saw meaning and value in our drive to say thank you to nurses. Question: where do you see the foundation evolving in the future? Answer: we believe the reason for the foundation's success is our clear focus on honoring nurses. So evolving may not be the right word. We now honor nurses wherever they practice, wherever they are in their careers, but we plan to stick to our mission and vision. Question: do you have any future goals for the foundation? Answer: we are now heavily engaged in bringing international healthcare organizations to DAISY. Nurses are nurses everywhere, and it is important to us to celebrate their compassionate care around the world. Secondly, we want to engage patients and family members more directly to help increase the number of nurses nominated and to ensure that patients and families understand the important role that nurses have in our society. This is especially supportive of our hospitals who want to provide patient and family-centered care. The following images were provided to us by Bonnie Barnes, co-founder and chief executive officer of the DAISY Foundation. The image on the left is of Bonnie and Mark Bounds, co-founders of the DAISY Award. On the right is J. Patrick Barnes and his daughter Riley, just 6 weeks before he was sick. The DAISY Award provides meaningful recognition to nurses and promotes a healthy work environment. Although there has been criticism of the effects that the foundation has had on the image of nursing, the awards have provided a way for patients, families, and peers to acknowledge the incredible work that nurses do. This work includes the clinical skill, professionalism, and also the compassionate side of nursing. The foundation celebrates the right in nursing instead of the wrong.